Manifest your life and fly, 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 fly. Renee, Lynn, Yancy show. She's a spark, she's the light, she's the voice that feels just right. Truth and style, heart and grace, you'll see joy in every face. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. What up, though, Detroit? What up, though, world? It's the Renee, Lynn, Yancy show, and I am your host, Renee, Lynn, Yancy. We are here today, live at WHPR-TV, and we're also streaming live on Apple TV and Roku TV. But if you don't catch us live, please go to our YouTube channel, the Renee, Lynn, Yancy show. And while you're there, hit like, hit subscribe, you know what to do. Share it with your family, share it with your friends. And as a special gift to me, because this month is my birthday month, double nickel 55 next week, and I'm so excited for it. So please share the station. We are here to inspire you. We are here to educate and also motivate you into action. And while we're doing all of that, we want to have a little bit of fun too. So please check us out, tune in, and share. And for my birthday, you can subscribe and you can share, because I would just love that gift. Also, on this spectacular birthday month, I got the opportunity to be on the cover of Women Empowering Women. Yes, it's out, it's live. I know it's on LinkedIn. We'll make sure to have it on our website, but it's a powerful magazine. Women of all shades, all hues, all different types of backgrounds, sharing their stories, empowering one another. I have to give a shout out to the lady who helped make that possible for me, is Reverend Dr. Adrienne Booth Johnson, my monumental mama and mentor. And shouts out to Editor-in-Chief, Creator, Dr. Alicia Michelle Strather, for her vision, for her excellence. This is a spectacular magazine. She used to work for Stedman, y'all, so it's high, high quality, and I would love for you to check it out. Also, while we're giving some shout outs, shout out to our Detroit Lions. What was that, 52-1? Spectacular. And then I heard we had Jimmy Fallon in town doing his show live, and with the best host, Michael Key. What a perfect combination to share Detroit and our beauty, our grit, our grind, and our fabulousness. Yes. And so again, we're here live at WHPR-TV. If you tuned in last week, you saw the professor, Professor Tim Bates, the godfather of tech. And so we talked tech. We talked AI. We talked about the city infusing tech to make it bigger, or to make communication better amongst all of us. We also talked about his little 13-year-old self used to be a hacker and then changed that life and became a presidential nominee from President Biden on the work that he has done to inspire those who have and those who don't have to get onto this tech world, this AI world that we live in. But this week, we're going to change it up. We're going to head in a different direction. This week, we're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about breast cancer. And we have our special guest here in studio live, the beautiful, the magnificent, the fabulous. I think she's a Link, she's an AKA, she's all things nonprofit executive extraordinaire. We have executive producer Lisa Whitmore Davis in the house, and she is going to share her documentary that she is taking on tour, because next month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and she's representing us women of color, and this journey that she took from her faith, from her courage, her strength, her resilience, into her victory, her triumph. So, you know what to do. Go get your coffee, get your tea, answer that last email or text, and come back. We got 2 minutes, and we'll be right back here with Lisa Whitmore Davis.
Manifest your life and fly.
Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Truth and style, heart and grace. You'll see joy in every face. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy show.
Welcome back to the Renee, Lynn, Yancy show. As I shared earlier, we have live here our guest, Lisa Whitmore Davis, executive producer of the Whitmore Project, here to share her journey through breast cancer, her survival, her strength, her triumph. So we're going to get started, get into these questions. Lisa, first, just thank you, one, for being here, but also thank you for doing this, because this was a project and it had a lot of moving parts, I'm so sure. But and we'll get to that. But first, let's start at the beginning. Can you take us back to the moment that led up to you discovering something wasn't right?
Yes. First, I want to thank you for opening up your platform to me and the Whitmore Project. That's not something that we value that, and we honor that you allowed us to come and share with your viewers.
Absolutely.
And listeners. The moment that I knew something was wrong, I was on my way to work. Suited and booted.
I know you were, 'cause isn't she fabulous?
Suited and
She's
booted.
so beautiful.
Thank you. And I was noticing I was having difficulty taking complete breaths, but I was on my way to a meeting. Okay, and
Charge on.
charge
right?
on, and doing what women do, ignoring how we feel,
Yes.
so that we can show up for others.
Yes.
Be it family, for that situation, work. But I'm so grateful that I listened to my daughter. She says, "Mom, please go to urgent care. Something, I'm concerned about you."
So wait, so you went to the meeting?
No,
Now,
I was on my way to the
You're
meeting.
on the way to the meeting and
Yeah.
you're on the phone with your daughter. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to go. I go to urgent care, and they are saying, we don't know what's wrong with you, but we're concerned, and we want to send you to the hospital in an ambulance.
Okay.
And being with my Superwoman cape on, I drove myself
Of
to the
course.
hospital.
I don't need an ambulance. Are you crazy?
Right.
Yeah.
I drive myself to the hospital. I get there, and they're saying, "Oh, we've been waiting for you. The urgent care that you were at notified us that you said you would be coming." So I get there, go through ER. They do the regular tests, trying to figure out, they do X-ray, chest X-ray, what have you. But I'm still in pain, having difficulty to breathe. And they were going to send me home. And I shared with the ER doc, "Please don't send me home. Something is wrong with me. I don't know what it is. And I'm not trying to," I said, "I know people come in here and try to get pain meds. That's not what's happening with me. Something is really wrong." She runs a CAT scan, and there they find the 3 pulmonary embolisms located in my lung. And that's why I was having difficulty taking complete breaths. That's why I was in so much
Obstruction,
pain.
yeah.
And that was the beginning of this journey. And it's important that I talk about the beginning of the journey is because a lot of people, whether black or white, but especially women of color, we ignore our body.
Yes.
And I believe God made us in a way that it tries to self-regulate, because that's what my body was trying to do. Research shows that 1 in 7, or I think 1 in 7 or 1 in 5 people who have blood clots, mysterious blood clots, it's connected to cancer.
Wow, it's the alarm.
It is,
Yeah.
because your blood begins to thicken and get sticky and tacky, and that's how blood clots form. And my body was doing what its best to try to fight what was going on, and it was depending on me to find a doctor who eventually would listen to me and really say, let's try to figure out what's wrong.
And so I just want to just pivot there real quick, because I have a
Sure.
question later, but
Sure.
the advocacy of oneself.
Yeah.
Had you not spoken up, so often we appreciate our doctors, we appreciate the nurse, we should appreciate the healthcare system, excuse me.
Absolutely.
But I often say, as being someone who's worked around or in or married to or something
Sure.
in that arena, they're practicing. And
That's
it
a
is
good-
up
yeah.
to us to keep sharing the story, the pain, and what it feels like. And so, shout out to you for being an advocate. I find so many people just saying, okay, I'll
Right.
go home.
Right.
Okay, I'll take the pill, and not, fully explaining what's going on. So, shouts out.
Thank you.
So, next question.
Yeah.
What symptoms, signs, or instincts told you to seek medical advice? You pretty much already shared that answer. But what came next after you've discovered that?
A key point that
Yeah.
I want to make in that journey of trying to figure out what was wrong, I had a regularly scheduled visit with my OBGYN. That's another thing. If you have your regular scheduled visits, don't blow them off.
Yeah.
I went to see her for my regularly scheduled visit, and in her wonderful bedside manner, she said, "Lisa, what you been up to since I saw you last?" I said, "Well, my daughter got married, and I was in the hospital for a week with 3 pulmonary embolisms." She was like, "Hold on,
Wait a minute.
wait a minute." She said, "That's not normal." She says, "Who have you been seeing?" So I laid out all the ologies that I had visited: cardiology, endocrinology, pulmonology, hematology. And no one could tell me, even in my internist, no one could tell me what was wrong. They all said, "Well, maybe you're one of those folks who have unprovoked blood clots," which is a fact. That does happen. She was like,
Not buying it.
and she is cool. I credit her with sitting down, pausing, and saying, "I'm going to help you figure this out." We talk about this in the film, how I had to work through challenges with being underinsured,
Yeah.
with the problems with big insurance.
Yes.
And she was willing to fight with the medical directors at the insurance companies, but the only test that they would allow me to have was a 3D mammogram. Now, mind you, I was up to date on my mammograms, but a regular mammogram won't pick up when you have dense breast. I learned about having dense breast tissue through this journey, and a lot of women have dense breasts and don't know it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they find out, like me, in cancer. But I want to help. One of the things we hope to bring to light through watching the film, to ask yourself the question, do I have dense breasts? And that's something to
It
work
is
with.
something to know. I myself have to have a 3D, and actually we have a picture of you at that appointment
Yes.
for your 3D
Yes.
mammogram,
Yes.
still with all the hair, all the hair,
all
right?
the hair,
Yes.
and the makeup.
I had no idea what you were getting ready
No
to
idea.
journey into.
No idea.
Yes.
No idea.
So, tell us. Well, the role of my next question, and because you've been so great at answering the first one, which was, how did the mammogram play a role in detecting the breast cancer? So, just walk us through that after that
Yes,
appointment.
Sure. The 3D mammogram gives imaging that a regular mammogram doesn't provide. It's a good test, but if you have dense breasts and you have a history of cancer in your family, even not a history of breast cancer, I should have been a candidate for a 3D mammogram prior to that, but I wasn't. But I was that day. And that's
Amen.
what I'm grateful for.
Right, yes. Hallelujah. Yes.
Right. And they saw what they saw, and then they did additional tests, and then they did the biopsy to confirm what they saw.
Okay.
And that took probably almost a month for that portion. But to be honest, from the finding of the blood clots in August until January,
Ooh.
that was all that time. And I obviously had cancer
Yeah.
prior to that. So that was time lost. But I also feel that I had to go through that journey to understand. I'm an aging professional. I've worked in helping older adults and community understand how you can navigate through disparities, because we knew before COVID that they were there.
Yes.
But for me to experience them in the front seat
Live.
myself.
Yes.
And so it also goes to show that health disparities can happen to you no matter what walk of life you're in, what stage of life you're in.
Yes.
And as Black women, we have to be able to use our voice. I'm hoping through when folks watch the film that they learn that it's okay to push back with the doctor.
Come on now.
Or ask more questions.
Yes.
Not that you're challenging their knowledge or their ability,
Right.
but this is your body and this is your life. I don't want to get too far ahead.
I know,
but
because
I was about to
Miss Lisa
say,
can talk.
I
she
know.
knows her story. She knows her purpose. She knows her passion. And so let me get to the next question.
Sure,
Now,
sure.
at that moment that you learned, I have cancer.
Yeah.
I have breast cancer. Who knows what was going through your mind? But tell us, where were you mentally and emotionally prepared for such a journey? How were you prepared when you think back?
When I think back, I was stunned. I cried. And that same doctor who helped me find out, ordering the test, she's the one who called me to tell me. And we prayed together. We cried, but she also said, "You're going to be all right."
Yes.
And I am a believer in meditation, prayer. He's the keeper of my life.
Amen.
He's the keeper of my soul. And I had a calm, like a calm before the storm kind of feeling.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah. I was afraid, but I wasn't terrified. What I hated most is that I had to call my daughter to tell her that I had cancer.
Yeah.
That was it. That's what really, really hurt me, to have to call her and tell her that. Because over the years, and I unpack it in the film, I've had to call my daughter and tell her some really tough stuff.
Yeah. And that is something I think about, who's ever watching, who's being motivated to go get that mammogram, but also pressing for the 3D mammogram.
Yes,
I mean, really, at a certain age, at a certain stage, if you've got anything else going on, it may be the result of cancer in your body. And I thought about, as I was preparing for this, what does that feel like, having to make that phone call to your family? Because you have to be, when you're strong, you're used to being strong. And now you're asking others to be strong with me.
Yeah.
I can't carry you. I need you to carry me now.
Yeah.
So let's see. After the diagnosis, what were the first steps that you would take? So you've been diagnosed. What's next?
Well, I was fortunate to receive all of my care at Carmanos.
Okay.
And they will pull together a team, your team. It's it's almost like a team of folks who are going to care for you on this journey. And you kind of meet them all, or their team members, that first day. And I'm grateful for that. I love my 3 oncologists. I call them my 3 quarterbacks.
All right.
And you have your medical oncologist, your surgical oncologist, and your radiation oncologist.
Wow.
They all have that role of quarterback at different phases of your treatment plan. For everyone, that's one thing I share in the film. And I feel with everything in me, every person's cancer journey is unique because it's built to heal your cells.
That part, yes.
It's built to heal the cells in your body. So my plan may not be the same plan someone else had. But I started first with my surgical oncologist. He was quarterback first. Then we transferred to the medical oncologist, which is for the chemo treatment.
Okay.
And then radiation followed.
Okay. So, next question.
Yeah.
What did you learn early on about the importance of being your own advocate? So this is that question I was bringing up earlier when you were in the hospital and working with the doctors, because it wasn't just that one time in the ER. So yeah, tell me about your advocacy awakening, your advocacy journey.
Oh, from August until November, I saw hematologists, internists, endocrinologists, pulmonologists, cardiologists. That's what I mean when I say I saw all the ologists.
All of the ologists.
I saw all of them. So imagine how fatiguing that could be, going to all of those appointments and subsequent tests that they ordered, and then for them to come and tell you,
right,
we don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Or receiving, I received someone said I had lupus. Well, I didn't have lupus. I had cancer. Okay? So I really, that was the challenge, but I had to use my voice. I learned how to be an advocate for myself through caring for my father. My father died from lung cancer in 2019. And I learned how to speak up for him, and I used those same muscles to speak up for myself.
It is amazing how we get prepared. And actually, I want to take a moment to go to a clip.
Sure.
This is your caregiving clip that has Lisa's daughter in there, and just some of that journey, some of what we're going to see in the Whitmere Project. So check this out.
Here's the first.
Eventually that went away.
Yeah, it did. But we did a meal, maybe an errand or two. But by that second one, you starting to yeah, and it's a nosedive. Yeah.
It's just like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got to get to the car.
All right. Today is day 7 from when I first took my chemo, and today is day 4 here in the hospital. Still keep having these fevers, and you can almost time them. I'm getting to where I can time them. And then you can time how fast they're going to grow from what number they are. For example, if at 1:30 it's 99 degrees, by 3:30 it's going to be 101.7 or 101.
Wow. Thank you, Lisa. What did it feel like watching that?
I know her.
Yeah, you know her.
I know her.
Yes. But also your daughter.
Yeah.
The caregivers.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because without a caregiver, I couldn't even imagine going down this journey or any health scare journey. So shouts out to your daughter. Do you want to tell us her name and how she's involved in the project?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dr. Alante
All right.
Whitmore Studmeyer.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, my daughter has always been my friend.
Nice.
But for her to be my caregiver is a totally different level of love. And I'm grateful to her for making space in her life and the ability, because she had worked so hard to be able to be where she is in her life now, that she had the autonomy to be able to say, okay, I need to be available for my mother, still pursue my career. And 8 days after she got married, I had the 3 pulmonary embolisms.
Wow.
8 days.
Wow.
So you and I, we lived this life a couple of, early into a marriage for your mother and mother-in-law to be sick, and unbeknownst to me, my son-in-law before he met my daughter, he cared for his mother. She had breast cancer and she passed away.
Ooh.
Her name was Cynthia.
Oh.
And so I never got to meet Cynthia personally, but I meet her every time I encounter her son, who is my beloved son-in-law
Yes.
and beloved husband to my daughter. And his experience, he was able to support her because caregivers need support as well, because they are carrying us, the person who is unwell.
Yes.
And we want them to be well. Unfortunately, a lot of times caregivers, they themselves can become ill because they are not taking care of their needs.
Exactly.
So I was glad that she would come to Detroit and stay with me for a week. And then, my daughter's an engineer, so she would engineer that whole schedule of who's going to babysit, who's going to keep me from driving. 'Cause, a lot of the medicines you have to take to keep yourself from to feel decent, they affect you so you can't drive.
Sure.
And she would schedule out meals. People would know how to bring my favorite meal, and unfortunately at first I couldn't really even enjoy them because the chemo just changes your whole perspective and your whole palate. It felt like someone had a main line of saline in the back of my mouth. But the love and the care that she would engineer to be there when she would have to go be in her life.
Yes.
She was in her life with me, but she also is a professional and has a husband and a family that, that they're going to hopefully build, but still a life that they were building together. And at 8 days.
I always believe, for me, in the preparation, I said, God, bring me adversity because I want to see how this person really shows up.
Oh, my.
Right?
Oh, my.
And so, again, we talked about preparation.
Yeah.
Who knew, right? 8 days later, that she would get, married, got that relation solidified, and this wonderful, kind son-in-law for you.
Yeah.
And her caregiver, her support.
Oh,
so God's got a funny way of making things work out.
He does.
For sure.
He really does. He really does.
Get a little hee ha sometimes.
Oh, I know.
So we've talked about family. We've talked about your emotional, mental state. Let's talk about, because something that you and I talked about that kind of struck me, and I thought, I didn't think about that. You shared getting your affairs in order.
Yes.
When you're going through this, and yes, we hope for the best and we pray for the best and we bring good energy, but it's also making sure that we're prepared. Can you share a little bit about that?
I'd love to, because that's important. Because as we age, at any age, but especially as we age, and I'm proud to be an older adult.
Me too.
I am.
55 next week, yes.
Oh, double nickels. And happy early
Thank
birthday.
you.
Happy early birthday. Well, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Next year when I have my birthday, I'll be 60.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're so fine.
Thank you.
You're so
honey.
fine.
Thank you.
You're so fine.
Hey.
Oh, you know what, Lisa? I'm sorry. We got the signal. We got to go for a break, but we'll be back about 2 minutes. Come back. Go get the tea. Go get the coffee. Come on back. We're going to continue our conversation because we got more great stuff to share.
Truth and style, heart and grace. You'll see joy in every face. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy show.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
Truth and style, heart and grace. You'll see joy in every face. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy show.
Beautiful, strong, brilliant guest, Lisa Whitmore Davis, the executive producer of the Whitmore Project. And we're continuing our conversation where we left off with planning your affairs.
Yes.
When you're in a health crisis and you're, wanting to be positive and, wanting to have all the good juju, I call it, energy, but still you have to be responsible.
You
So
do.
what did that look like for you, Lisa?
That's a way for me to take care of my family. I knew I was going to have a very serious surgery.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that in the event something happened to me, that my daughter would not have to wonder, what's this, what's that, probate would get into my affairs. And I believe in having great African-American practitioners, and I just want to give a shout out to Jihan Gibson.
Yes, give a shout out, please.
Great Lakes
Yes.
Legal. She and her firm, and I, when you're going through, when I found out my surgery date, it was kind of quick. And I had a kind of preliminary conversation with her, but she and her team, they were able to get everything done. And that day, that gave me comfort going into surgery, knowing that in the event something happened, everything is set.
And it's still that positive energy,
Yes,
right?
and
it's
that's a way
being
to
prepared.
Absolutely, that's a way to care.
Forewarned is forearmed, and it brings
Absolutely.
peace. It
Well,
does.
The
yeah.
Bible says do things decently and in order. So
Ma'am.
that was
Ma'am,
my
yes.
way of handling that in order. But I want to jump back to a mental piece that helped me prepare to get my affairs in order.
Yes.
When I found out I had to have surgery and all of the treatment plan, I asked the doctor that day, I says, I have a trip planned to Italy. Can I still go? And he was like, who is this crazy woman?
Right.
No. He says, how long you going to be gone?
Right. What are you talking about?
I said, about 2 weeks. But that was important for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I look back now, I'm so glad that I did that because it gave me that respite before this run that I
Yes.
was about to encounter.
Yeah. Without a clue with what was,
Right.
each step was going to look
Right, 'cause
like and feel like.
At that point, I didn't even know I had to have chemotherapy.
Oh,
I found
boy.
out I had to have chemotherapy after my surgery because the pathology report came back saying this is an aggressive cancer.
Okay.
And it has to be treated
Okay.
not only just with surgery and radiation, but we need to ensure that she doesn't have a reoccurrence. She's got to do chemo. So that was a new element. And I'm glad I did it because you saw from the film, I could barely hold my head up sometime. I was so weak. But I thank the Lord.
Yes.
He strengthened me and restored me.
So chemo.
Chemo.
What was that journey like? I know. So if you looked at the 3D picture when she had the mammogram, she had this full head of hair. So Lisa is known for her hair. Coming, going, you see hair. But when chemo came, that meant bye-bye hair.
It did.
And so thank you for sharing, again, the
Yeah.
moments, these pictures. Take us through that.
I will. In the film, we unpack that hair journey because, especially Black women, we
Come
love
on now.
our hair.
We love our
you
hair.
have a beautiful head of curly hair.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. And
As do you.
Thank you.
Still
Thank
got
you.
the-
It's coming
yeah,
back
it's
curly.
coming back. It's coming back,
curly,
yeah.
which is amazing to me. I had to look at it this way. I grieved the loss of my hair because I did have a beautiful head of hair.
Yes, ma'am.
And I say that from a space of humility.
Yes.
My mother had beautiful hair. My grandmother had beautiful hair. So to lose it, I had to reframe in my mind. I even say it to folks when some people ask me, well, oh, you cut your hair. I said, well, this is the hairstyle that the Lord gave me while he was healing me.
Ooh.
That's how I had to look at it.
Yes. Positive. And that's how you keep that energy flowing. It is. Power is in the tongue.
Yeah, I had to lose my hair in order to be healed. No problem.
No problem. Take it.
Well, I pulled it out. I sat in the chair. That picture that you just showed, that was after I sat there because my hair was braided up in French braids, and I just pulled them out like zippers.
You pulled the French braid out?
Yeah, because it came out from the root.
Ooh.
And those few hairs that you saw, they were like, I'm holding on. I'm not leaving.
Keep hope alive.
I'm holding on. And so I thought it was so funny. So I took that picture. And that's how the content of the whole entire film, I took pictures. I did video. Because that's how I am. That's who I am. You know,
Who knew, right?
Who knew that we would, create a documentary out of it. But that was how I dealt with something that's very painful.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make light. Everybody can't reframe the way I chose to reframe it. But that's the way I had to reframe it because here, both my parents, I watched losing them to cancer. Family members, friends. I know what it looks like from looking at it. But now I'm in it. So the way I had to keep my faith, my mind, my spirit strong, I took it from a place of joy. And when it was bad, I sat in the bad.
Yeah.
And there are times, and you'll see in the film, when you see me unpacking pain, unpacking when I'm not feeling well. Photos of where I had been asleep 24 hours pretty much. And just my daughter just would come in, are you all right? She said she'd come in and make sure I was breathing because I would just be out. And that is something to temporarily lose your health. You see people always talking about, I want to get the bag, I want to get the bag.
Yes, come on.
The real bag is your health.
It is. Because without it, right? Without it, none of that other stuff matters. The bag does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so we hope that folks learn how important it is to protect your health as much as possible. Ways to protect your health. Don't blow off your regular appointments.
Talking to you made me make my appointment. The letter was on the refrigerator. It got covered up with something, and I kept not looking. And I said, I know I have that letter. I got to make my appointment. So next Monday, I'm getting my 3D mammogram.
That's right.
So thank you for the reminder.
Good.
Yes.
And speaking up, but also finding, just like how if we don't like a plumber, we find another plumber. If we don't like the work of
that. Yes, exactly.
So what's the difference with a doctor?
Yeah, get your 3 quotes. Get your 3 quotes. Yeah.
And also, if you're not satisfied, it's okay to find another doctor who will listen to you.
Yes. And you are worth that. You are worthy of that.
You are.
Yes.
Your life and your health depends upon it.
So, let's see here. We talked about hair loss. We've talked about putting your plans in order. You've talked about the discovery. Oh, let's see. I look at our time and I have so many questions. Looking back, what were the biggest lessons you learned about yourself?
It's okay to be weak.
Lisa, say that. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because I'm always strong.
Yes, you are. You are.
I'm always strong.
Yes.
I was not strong. It's okay to pull away and turn inward. This was the one time in my life where the only person that I was concerned about, not that I was crass or anything, but all my focus and all my energy was truly focused on myself because I know I needed all of my energy to heal.
Right.
Fighting,
which was getting depleted, right?
Correct. Because fighting cancer and going through cancer treatment, you're bringing things into your body that are destroying healthy cells as well as bad ones. And so I also became more energetically aware.
I feel that. Yes, it's almost like not having your sight and all the other, all the other senses get stimulated, sharpened, tweaked. Yeah. Go ahead.
And being energetically aware, being very intentional on where I choose to share my
Spend your
energy.
yes.
And spend my time.
Yes.
Whose energy I want around me.
Come on now. Isn't that the truth? And that's not just doctors and nurses, but sometimes it's your family and friends.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to, we choose some of them we don't.
Right.
And they may want to care for, and they may want to do something, but it's not always with you in mind.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also I learned a lot about people. I'm not going to go in it deep, but if you want to watch one of my podcasts on cancer ghosting.
Oh, cancer ghosting.
Cancer ghosting.
Okay.
I learned about that. And that's a common phenomenon, which is sad to say that many people who go through cancer.
What does that mean?
Cancer ghosting. You know when people are dating and someone ghosts you? They do the same thing when you tell someone that you have cancer.
Oh, right. I see it. Yeah.
Either they can't handle it or for whatever reason, they ghost you.
Yeah.
And it is a real phenomenon that happens in the cancer community. And that bothered me. I experienced it. It's shocking. But again, that goes a part of the lessons that you learn about people.
Yes.
And that you learn about yourself.
Yes.
And so I learned that. And I'm grateful for the work. That's how I met you. The work that I did with Dr. Moten in Costa Rica around being more aware of our ancestors. During this journey, I was afraid. And my mother showed up throughout the journey. And we talk about it in the film and
awesome.
We show the tangible things that, I walk into one of the hospital rooms and it says, this room was prepared for you by Vera. My mother's name was Vera. My mother died from cancer. My mother died in 1997. She's been gone a long time. I know there have been times that the Lord has allowed the angels to come to be by my side. But I feel if I hadn't done that work in Costa Rica when we met, I wouldn't have been aware of the gift that I saw when I walked into that room and saw this room was prepared for you. By Vera.
By Vera. Mama was around.
And the woman signed her name even with that same kind of V as my mother did.
Yes.
So I have that card still. It sits on my baby grand piano in my house. And my daughter was like, that looks like Grandma's handwriting.
And with that, we're going to go to a commercial break. Perfect timing. Because we always want Mama around, right?
I know.
Yes.
I
so
miss her.
go do what you got to do and come on back. We'll be right here in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Manifest your life and fly, 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 fly. Renee, Lynn, Yancy show. She's a spark, she's the light, she's the voice that feels just right.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
Truth and style, heart and grace. You'll see joy in every face. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy Show.
And welcome back to the Renee, Lynn, Yancy Show as we're closing up our interview with the beautiful, with the wonderful, with the executive producer, Lisa Whitmore Davis, and her project, the Whitmore Project. So, in closing, let's talk about the project.
Sure.
Let's see, my question here. You're not only sharing your story with us here today, but you're also taking it on the road.
Yes.
And I know we have a flyer of your event. Can you tell us about what's coming up?
Yeah.
And where the tour's going? What's the mission? Just go ahead, talk.
Absolutely. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We should be aware every month, but October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So the first screening will be in Detroit.
Okay.
And we're partnering with Wayne Community College District.
Awesome.
We're really proud to work with Wayne Community College District, opening up their venue and partnering with us and many other partners like Carmana's Cancer Center. I don't want to name them because I'll forget one, but they're on the flyer.
They're on the flyer,
and
yes.
then after Detroit, we'll go to Cleveland, Ohio on October 12th.
Okay.
We're partnering with the Top Ladies of Distinction Cleveland chapter.
All right.
And the North Carolina A&T Alumni Cleveland chapter are our key partners there in Cleveland. Then from Cleveland, we go to Grand Rapids.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'm a West Sider. I'm
Yes.
a girl
Yeah.
from the West
Yes.
Side of the state. And Grand Rapids, the church there is Life Quest Outreach Center. A gentleman who's the pastor, we went to high school together.
Oh,
Shout
perfect.
out to Reverend Jerry Bishop.
Shout out.
And then from Grand Rapids, we end the tour in Flint. We're partnering with University of Michigan Flint, their
Awesome.
physician assistant program, and Second Chance Church. There's relevance there because in the film, we visit my mother's grave. My mother's
wow.
buried in Flint. She came to Flint when she was 16 years old. She was a young girl. Family moved there for the jobs on the line.
Yeah.
But she spent her early years there, but also her body rests there. She's not there. Her body rests there. She's with the Lord. And we unpack the significance of my mother's diagnosis at 57 and my diagnosis at 57 and how she's shown up for me throughout this journey.
Wow, Lisa.
In the film.
Wow, Lisa.
So
I can't wait to see it. I'm sorry I haven't already, but I can't wait. I'll be at the Detroit location. Yes.
We're so happy that you'll be able to join us. But so there's 4 opportunities for folks across Michigan and in Ohio, to our neighbors in Ohio, to see the film. We just recently, in August, we were honored to be invited by the Black Breast Cancer Alliance and showed the film in their tent at Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, nice. When is that?
Well, that was August the 22nd.
Oh, in August. Okay, I'm sorry you said that. Yes. Oh, nice.
So we're open to bringing the film to audiences that want to see. We always have the events where we have ask the creative team questions, myself. The Detroit one will be really great because all 3 members of our creative team will be there. Myself, Christian, and my daughter will be there. So
Wonderful.
People can ask us questions.
Yes.
People are like, how did you decide to do a documentary?
Right.
That's a conversation in itself.
For sure, because all the pictures, all the video, all
of
that process.
That whole
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
But also the more important piece for me is having health experts there that you can ask questions and resources. Many of the resources that I used during my journey, because I've shared with you, and I'm not ashamed to share, I was unemployed. And people go through catastrophic illnesses unemployed.
Yep, I did. Yep, I know all about that. Yes.
I know. We've talked about that. But I also am grateful the years of experience working in the aging space I knew how to kind of navigate. But
That-
think about everybody who didn't work for AARP for 10 years.
Thank you. Who didn't have a corporate experience or whatever type of
community resource
experience.
knowledge.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the organizations, and I'm really proud that Shades of Pink Foundation, they will be there in Detroit. They paid all of my bills for a whole month, every single last one of them.
Wow.
All of them.
Shades of Pink. Shout out Shades of Pink
Foundation. They
wow.
will be there. My Sister's Pink Journey.
Okay.
They provided love basket for me, and they help women with their bills as well.
Wow.
But I didn't need that kind of support at that point. But I loved the sisterhood that I found in My Sister's Pink Journey.
Yes.
Dawn Floyd, shout out to Dawn. She's a member of my church.
Okay.
I remember when Dawn was diagnosed and they had to pray for her at church because of her breast cancer diagnosis. Fast forward 11 years and I have it. And that she was there to hold my hand. That's divine.
Divine. Absolutely.
That's divine.
Absolutely.
That's divine.
Absolutely.
And you can always find out what the Whitmore Project is up to at our website, Whitmore Project, WHITMORE project.com. That's where we house all of us. You can find us on all the socials. We're on all of them except Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But we're on TikTok. We have a YouTube and we
Okay.
have a podcast. And I'd love for you to come on our podcast.
And I would love to be on your
would
podcast.
love-
'Cause we could talk about whatever you want to talk
we
about.
talk about courageous conversations.
Okay. I could definitely dive into that.
Yeah.
So we've got just a few more minutes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, ooh, what question?
Do rapid fire. Let's go.
Ooh, rapid fire. Oh, I wish I was prepared for
Come
that.
on, come on,
Oh,
come on.
I just want to do a quick shout out to U of M Flint.
Yeah.
Last week, our guest, Professor Tim Bates, he is a professor out of U of M Flint, and here you are, being supported by U of M Flint. So
Yes.
shout out to you, U of M. You all
Yes.
obviously doing the work.
This Spartan loves you.
All right, that part. All right, how about this? For people watching right now
Yeah.
who want to support, to volunteer, or be part of the movement, how can we support and get involved?
Great question. We need the support. We're not a nonprofit. We have a fiscal sponsor, but we're a donation-driven organization. Through the kindness and generosity of friends and family, that's how we were able to get the film edited and produced. I go to the WhitmoreProject.com, our website. There is an opportunity if you want to donate. All of donations to the Whitmore Project are tax deductible because we have this fiscal partnership with 1124. And I want to say a special note about 1124.
Yeah, what's 1124?
If 1124 is a nonprofit organization that helps young women. And I can't unlive my life. If I could go back, I would talk to that 18 to 35-year-old Lisa and say, these are things you need to do different to maybe decrease that cellular burden that I experienced.
Lisa, thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
taking your health and documenting it and then sharing it in the good, the bad, and all the uglies. You are amazing.
Thank you.
You are a gift.
Thank you.
And thank you for just putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, because a lot of people go through things, but they still stay in the dark. So thank you. And thank you, audience, you subscribers to WHPR TV or over at YouTube at the Renee, Lynn, Yancy Show. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, please share. And again, as the Whitmore Project is on all platforms, so are we. We go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, you name it. We're somewhere out there bringing the stories that are here to inspire you, educate you, and motivate you. Come next week, we're going to flip the script and go in a totally different direction. We're going to be talking about NASCAR. Yes, we got interviews with NASCAR drivers, young 22-year-old black and brown NASCAR drivers, and we got a fabulous motorcyclist. So we're going to flip the script and be vroom vroom next week. So make sure you tune in. And as we close out, we're going to take another quick look at the Whitmore Project. We were going to close out with the clip, so enjoy, and we'll see you back here next week on the Renee, Lynn, Yancy Show.
My opinion,
is take care of your body, have strong relationships with your friends and family, but have an even stronger relationship with your God. And learn how to smile even when it's rough, because there were rough days. There were really a lot of rough days, but there were good days too. They were good days too. Days when my heart was filled with joy. Days when friends and family and unexpected loved ones made space in their life for me and what I was going through. I'm forever grateful.
New day, new talk, new perspective, real and raw. Connect the heart, inspire the mind, bringing stories that redefine. Lift your light and let it glow. You're watching what you need to know. Radiate, illuminate, and shine, shine. The Renee, Lynn, Yancy show. Rise and be who you're meant to be. Renee sees the light in me. Oh, the red I can light, the red I can see, the red I can light, the red I can see. Truth and style, heart and grace, you'll see joy.